Welcome back to the Captain Toad DLC.
Flip panel panic.
Yes.
Oh, is this? Hey, this reminds me of one of those stages, the kind that really
Wait, didn't this kind of... I forgot. Didn't these kind of panels... hold on.
3D World,
Well, technically, Joe, these kinds of panels premiered in Super Mario 3D Land.
You know what I mean,
Okay.
though. It's like the 3D Land and 3D World are of the same
I got confused with the one of Galaxy.
They're still different games.
I got confused with the one of Galaxy that changed when Mario jumps. I was thinking, wait, how do they change since Captain Toad doesn't jump? But no, these are instead the different ones. Oh.
Also, Pedro, of course they're different games. Like I said, I was just saying, hey, it's from 3D World. They are technically in both games.
Alright. Okay, so this is actually not that hard a stage. Basically, all you really, as long as you manage to dodge all the spike balls, you should be fine. In fact, I managed to get. I even managed to get all 3 gems first time. So as you're about to see.
There's one. And hey, at least the game also gives you an indication with the exclamation points of where the spike balls happen.
There you go.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Perspective.
It's kind of like that. Oh, now it's kind of like in that level in the Castle of Illusion remake, where the thorns actually give you a sort of labyrinth vibe, and you don't know where the walls can pop up.
Thankfully, this game pretty much gives you a heck of a lot of time with the panels.
And complete 360 degrees control of the camera.
It has to, considering it entirely relies on Captain Toad's limited movement gimmick, so it has to accommodate the player in that kind of way. It still gives the challenge, but at the same time, it doesn't. It makes things relatively more easier for the player instead of just being too old school, like in the NES, and just say, "Here's how it is. Fuck you."
There we go.
Weren't those days just the best, Shiroi?
Alright.
Another bonus?
Let's get ourselves some coins.
I almost think we were in New Super Mario Brothers 2 with how many coins there be.
Alright, let's see. Which one? Yeah, we'll go with the pickaxe, why not?
That game is all about money.
Deji tried it recently, from what I've seen.
Yeah.
New Super Mario Brothers 2 should have been a Wario game. It's like
really, yeah. Super Mario Brothers 2 is the black sheep. Like, well, it was one of the few times where people were actually thinking, "Is Mario losing his touch?" I mean, it's not a bad game.
It had an unfortunate timing. That is literally all, because for its gimmick and everything, it's perfectly serviceable as a Mario game, even for, like, say, starting point and everything. But the problem is that it kind of got sandwiched between the major Mario releases, and everyone instead were waiting for something else, and when they saw it, were like, no, that's not really what we wanted.
Yeah. Oh, a Western town. You know, we don't really get enough Western.
Is this based on the Sand Kingdom? Kinda?
Nah. The Sand Kingdom's more Mexican.
Yeah,
True, I suppose.
No, the Super Mario Odyssey stages have their own category. They're not part of the DLC.
Okay.
Like, flaws aside, the new Super Mario Bros. Games, specifically the ones on the DS, were actually pretty good for me, because as somebody who didn't grow up with Mario, they were kind of a decent entry point.
No, they are.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The new Super Mario Bros. Games are good games, Shiwa. The problem is that they kind of tend to suffer from some of the same problems that the Sonic 4 episodes serve, in the sense that they have a very bland presentation that really sometimes can overshadow what decent gameplay there is.
Which is mostly felt by the longtime fans of the series, which makes sense.
And it doesn't help that, you know...
Also.
It doesn't help that the new Super Mario Brothers games are pretty much the very definition of being visually similar. In the sense, like, well, you feel like, wow, have I literally played this before? Like, the music style, the looks, everything pretty much stays consistent. Well, okay, maybe not counting the DS game, but, you know, from then on, it pretty much was kind of
It
the
set
same.
up the
here
new
and there.
formula, basically.
Did have some painfully difficult DLC.
Not to mention, considering how
Yeah.
not to mention, considering how Mario is Nintendo's considering how Mario is Nintendo's biggest cash cow, you'd think that game would actually get. I would think New Super Mario Bros. Wii would get the 2D HD sprite treatment, and no, but it was Wireland Shake It that got it for some reason. You'd think Nintendo would give the bigger budget to the Mario game rather than the Wario game, but it's weird.
Well, I'm not quite sure budget had much to do with it. It was literally Nintendo doing the "if it ain't broke, don't fix it" routine with Mario, which they really, really love.
Do you guys have a time?
Well, to be fair, Koizumi
Go to
fortunately
6 minutes.
Fortunately, Koizumi doesn't fall into that trap. It's mostly the New Super Mario Bros. Team that does that.
Go to where, sorry?
Go ahead to
6
6
weeks.
minutes and 30 seconds now.
Yeah.
6:45.
Okay, yeah. But like I was saying, it's like, well, if there's one trip I'd like to see Mario do more often, it's Western stuff, like, spaghetti Western stuff. Like, surprisingly, we've only really seen him do that, like, as a costume, and just a costume in Super Mario Odyssey, and on certain stages in Mario Party. Other than that, though, never really in the main games. Weird.
Don't forget those classic episodes of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show.
Wow, I was talking about the games, but yeah.
Fuck you,
The
Luigi.
good old Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Cowboy Land, was it called Cowboy Land or something?
I think so. It was mostly, yeah. There's this infamous frame taken out of context of Luigi squinting his eyes and Mario kind of like falling off. They say something like, Luigi's Chinese cowboy impression is too much for poor Mario.
Okay, so you guys are 6:45.
We passed that.
Sorry, go to 7:30.
I thought my attention span.
Sorry.
Okay, 7:16.
Almost there.
Okay, and 3, 2, 1, click.
Wow, this stage is really
God
tough.
damn it! The bloody player is buffering.
Dibs, don't swear.
Okay.
Try having it in a lower quality if it isn't already.
It's on
Go-
mobile. It's normally better than the PC.
Don't talk too much about it. Go to 8.
Sure, you're closest to him. Do me a favor. Wash his mouth up with soap.
And pause to 7:55.
Okay, hold on. Like 10 seconds. Alright, but yeah, no, that's the thing, Shiro.
Hold
Right, get
on.
ready. 3, 2, 1, click.
That's the thing, Shiro.
Yeah.
One of the most lazy aspects of the writing of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show is the fact that literally every level is called something land. Car land, vegetation land. It's literally just take a word and add the word land into it. There you go. There's your level.
I've only ever seen one episode of that show, and it was because it came on a DVD in a magazine.
Sweet.
It's fun. It's one of those shows that aged horribly, but it's so fun to riff on.
It was a
Pretty much.
wrestling episode, I think.
Finally, because the guy who plays Mario was a wrestler.
Yeah, Captain Lou Albano.
Yeah,
And
it
there
was the
a
best
weird
part
song,
of that show.
also.
I mean, it's not even a bad voice for Mario. Aside from if they just didn't give him so bad scripts to work with, I honestly could have seen him before we went with Charles Martin.
You know-
It does sound like
Yeah,
he's
that's-
50 a day, though.
That is the thing about the
You know
Super
the-
Mario Brothers Super Show. It was born in that day and age where shows had to be made incredibly quick to compete with each other or whatnot.
You know another weird thing about that show?
What?
The music was done by the same duo who would later go on to create Power Rangers.
Huh.
Weird.
Which Power
and
Rangers?
Saban and
The original Mighty Morphin.
Ah, Saban.
and Shuki Levy. His Saban's mate, pretty much.
Ah, Saban. The same ones who managed to screw up Power Rangers Megaforce.
Didn't they get better with that Dino one?
I'm talking about Megaforce.
Dino
Megaforce.
Thunder, I think it was called.
I'm talking about Megaforce.
Dino Charge, and then there was Ninja Steel, and then they sold the series to Hasbro.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm still sore at them for messing with Super Mega Force. It's literally the one where the Power Rangers are freaking pirates who have all the past Power Rangers able to be at their beck and use, and they screwed it up. Granted, I think I forget if the original Sentai series was also screwed up.
I think
I
it was.
don't remember. Oh, finally.
Well, Hey Jover, there's a bit of catharsis in that. The guy responsible for most of those stupid decisions got fired, so.
And rightfully so.
Oh well.
And you're supposed to do this without taking any damage, man.
Get good too. Anyway,
Well, yeah.
Boo spotting on the freight train.
Ooh, are we gonna fight the train from Cuphead?
No.
Or, no, sorry, Jovo, so it's not the Phantom 326, so no suplexing here, unfortunately.
Toad's strong, but I'm not quite sure he's that strong.
No, his specialty is plucking vegetables from the ground. So.
Yeah.
Remember, Pedro, he has the highest strength stat in Super Mario Brothers.
I know.
2.
That's why I'm saying, yeah, the plucking vegetables from the ground. That's why in this game, instead of hitting blocks, he pulls vegetables from the ground.
Yeah.
Kazumi and his team are very good about that kind of consistency, which is why it's a great thing that I really hope he from this point on becomes a full-blown producer for every Mario game, just so we can.
Isn't he already pretty well?
Remember, Joe, he wasn't involved with the new Super Mario Brothers games, and it shows.
I mean, you know what? To be fair, I don't think New Super Mario Brothers would even really be his thing. From what I've seen, he seems to work better with 3D Mario anyway.
Well, remember, Joey, he was a level designer in Super Mario World, so it's not like he hasn't worked on 2D Mario before.
True. Wait. He was a producer, you say?
No, level designer. Well, remember, he's one of Miyamoto's pupils.
And it shows. I mean, I'm not saying that he couldn't do... Okay. I'm not saying that 2D Mario he could never do. I'm just saying he seems to prefer 3D Mario. Not saying he can't do 2D Mario.
He was also a writer for Link's Awakening, which was a 2D Zelda game. So.
Yeah. Surprised he's not involved in the remake of that game.
Oh, that's what
No,
I was about to mention.
he's most likely involved as a consultant.
That's the thing, Jova. Everyone was thinking Super Mario Odyssey would have got like a DLC episode world standalone, like say something based on Sunshine or something new entirely. But the team has been, not just that. Odyssey has been very quiet. So two possibilities: either Koizumi is making an entire new game on the ground, or he's basically one of those things where the DLC episode has been reconverted into basically a sequel, kind of like Galaxy 2.
Oh yeah, I'm willing to place my bets that they're gonna make an Odyssey 2. Like, Super Mario Odyssey has become one of the best-selling Mario games. In fact, the Switch has become quite a place for a lot of bestsellers. Like, would you believe that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has not only become the best-selling Smash game, but it's also become the best-selling fighting game of all time now, apparently. Sort of like how Super Mario Odyssey broke a lot of records with the Mario franchise as well, too. Like, I would not be surprised if somebody asked Koizumi-san and company to make a Super Mario Odyssey 2. And considering a lot of the stuff that they cut content-wise anyway, we've seen that there's a lot of stuff that they could easily use to fuel a sequel. Hashtag, please give us casual clothes guitar playing Rosalina.
Yes, please.
So how do you get there?
And maybe that concept with the Bowser.
Yeah, to go. Well, you'll notice there that there's a yellow set of stairs there.
Jover, when you said that, all I can imagine now is Rosalina using a guitar as a weapon.
Hello.
Body.
Wouldn't that be funny?
I watch too much wrestling.
Oh, that's nice.
Also, if Nintendo could still roll with Bowsette, that would be great.
Well, they may, considering how popular she is. So
and considering that Nintendo really likes leading into memes.
Yeah, let's not forget they made Link official, so at this point all bets are off involving Bowser.
They actually did make references to Bowsette for a little bit.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if, in a sequel we do get Bowser.
Yeah, pretty much sure it's best to run for it.
I mean, you got all the Chaos Emeralds, all you need is the star.
And you jumped.
Why did you jump?
Because
this is the equivalent. Oh, you wanted the cherry. It's
Really?
kind of like. it's kind of like the equivalent of that what the bush from Pokemon Red and Blue on the route from I forgot Misty's Town. I forgot what it's called. The one where you
Cerulean Town.
Cerulean,
Or city, rather,
the one where basically you have to traverse that long horizontal level with all the trainers, but right at the end of it there is a ledge that you can accidentally jump and you have to start all over again. When Twitch Face Pokemon got to it, they were stuck like that for at least 3 days straight.
So you went back for the cherry.
To answer your question, Joe, but the additional objective for this level is to kill all boos. So I'm trying to get that.
Makes sense.
Interesting.
Basically, I'm training myself in a good position because the way to use the two flashlights in good is to have both toads side by side. So I'm trying to do my best to. There you go.
The lighty birds.
There you
Pretty
go.
much.
It works
That
like
all
that.
of them?
No, remember, there are still the 2 giant bulls.
Oh, right.
Ah.
There we
Now
go.
There we
that
go.
should be all of them.
The Brazers
You
tell
can
when you're
tell
done.
because,
No,
yeah.
no, don't go back. You missed one.
Thankfully, the torches are there to let you know, so that's handy.
It says right there, "Lit all fires."
Lit all the fires.
That's lit, bro.
Again, Nintendo and their memes.
And now,
You don't know the firepower.
yes,
Oh.
spinning star maze. This is a brand new.
Wait.
This is a brand new gimmick introduced to this DLC.
Sunshine! Oh no!
No, it's not a pachinko machine, don't worry.
It looks like it.
Spinning star maze is exactly what the name implies. It's a maze that spins around, so basically take full advantage of circulating the camera
so it's like,
and try to
so it's
find
like
your
the-
way to the crown.
It's like those little ball puzzle maze things that where
Yeah.
you guide the balls.
Yep.
I don't remember the name, but yeah.
That's
Interesting. It's very Galaxy reminiscent.
Well, it's made
No,
by the
it's
same
not-
team.
No. I mean, the specific one in terms of design. Also, it helps that the background kind of hints at that being more Galaxy inspired than other things.
There you go. Oh yeah, one thing you have to be careful is that you also because those things spin around together with the maze, so you have to be careful when you spin the maze. As you can see,
I can see that.
yeah. So you have to be careful when you spin the maze around. You have to also be mindful of the position of the enemies. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there's a gem there, but.
Yeah, I think you have to get there. Oh,
Fortunately, I can get into these red rings. Not to be confused with Sonic's red rings. There you go.
Da, da, da. Wow,
Doing the
geez,
synchro
Toad, you're
thing.
pretty heavy.
well, remember it's the backpack that supposedly it's extremely heavy. That's why he cannot jump.
Yeah, he carries all
And I
his
thought-
he carries all his moons and stars and crowns in that backpack.
Jeez, and I thought I overpacked my book bag.
Well, Jova, somebody has to help out Mario with whatever collectible he's collecting next.
I wonder, what if some of these are a sneak peek of what'll come in Super Mario Odyssey 2, assuming we get one?
I mean,
Oh,
in some
so
cases,
you're assuming that the next game is going to be collecting crowns?
Well, I mean, it's a possibility, but also,
Sure, why not?
I was also talking
There
more
are no
about the
crowns
level.
in Odyssey, right? It's,
remember, basically, I keep forgetting the name. Cappy open kind of log days, but when you get to the to Peach's
Mushroom
castle,
Kingdom.
the Mushroom Kingdom, it basically says, "Oh well, I guess the Power Moons comes in all shapes and size." Basically, it's justification of saying, "Yeah, we can make any collectible and basically tell it's the same kind of thing."
it's
True,
shiny.
yeah.
Let's just take it.
Yeah,
Yes.
apparently Power Stars are the Mushroom Kingdom's equivalent to the Power Moons, so
I
yeah,
need to
anything
get to
could go.
Odyssey.
Multivator mayhem.
But yeah, as opposed to the crowns, I was talking more so about, some of the different level gimmicks that weren't in previous Mario games. Maybe some of this could be assigned to that.
I
Hey,
mean,
maybe we'll finally
possible.
get that Western
As long as you
world.
don't do stuff like the pachinko machine of Sunshine, I'm fine.
Well, yeah, that kind of goes without saying.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I can trust Koizumi to not make that kind of thing. I actually wonder who was the idea of that particular, because it's specifically designed to be against Mario. Mario's controls are purposefully altered to be sucky for that devil alone.
Yeah.
Indeed. So,
maybe
That's-
someone who really hates Mario.
Oh, Sunshine and your mini games. Don't worry, folks. You'll get to see us suffer through those eventually. The keyword being eventually.
Yeah, when we've got absolutely positively nothing else to do.
I'd still rather
Part of-
record Sunshine over something like, oh, hey, Big Boo.
Never heard of O before. What's that?
Oh, big boobs.
I'd still rather record.
You're so funny, Joba.
I'd still rather record Sunshine over something like Earthworm Jim 3D or maybe Glover or some another shitty 3D
Wait,
platformer from back in the day.
Was Glover that bad?
I don't know.
Glover had a video game.
No, Glover. It
Oh,
was.
Glover.
It's literally a glove called Glover. Eh? Get it, Jova?
No,
Anyway.
Pedro, I've got an idea for you. How about Rascal?
Rascal?
It's that really crappy 3D game.
Oh God, no!
One that was made by Traveller's Tales.
Yeah, it doesn't really have anything special going for it.
Hey, here's a better idea. How about Oscar and Goes to Hollywood?
Oscar. I'm familiar with Spot Goes to Hollywood, but I'm not familiar with Oscar.
It's a Super Nintendo game.
It's basically made by a very infamous company who made terrible games for the Amiga.
Okay.
Pro Jared did a review of it, and it drove him insane.
Oh,
Not
what
for
a-
like
He made
this.
the entire review on the floor, basically a comatose.
well, that reminds me, Jova. Are you planning on recording the Kid Crazy Clown game?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Nah, just curious.
You want to do that instead, please?
It's a completionist nightmare, Jova. I wouldn't recommend that to anyone.
I know. That's why I'm asking if Pedro will do it instead, since he's usually the
Poor
guy.
Pedro, come on.
Me? What are you talking
Because
about?
you're usually the one who has a cheat for that stuff. Me, I'm too
Well,
proud to use cheats like that. Oh, you know, I mean,
Jova,
Pride is a sin, you know.
pride is a sin, you know.
I know.
He's in the Smash community. He should know this.
Exactly. I know it's a sin, but gosh dang it, I just can. Also because I'm not really that tech savvy to use a Game Genie.
Well, that's okay, Jova. That's what emulators are for. I can teach you.
True, and yet somehow it feels like I'd be letting the game beat me if I resorted to using
Jova-
Oh, there's a missing platform.
It feels dirty.
Honestly, Jova and Shiroi, when it to me, like I've said made very clear various times, forgot games that I've used cheats in. If the game's not going to play fair, why should I?
Yeah. But that was before the whole "you cheated, you gain nothing" thing became a meme.
My favorite
Hey,
one is
The one they got
somebody
the guy
edited
from Metal
that
Gear
into
Solid.
the Mario 64 penguin slide.
One of
Of
my
course.
favorite,
Yeah.
two of my favorite ones of that were ones where they used where they edited like a picture to have SpongeBob say that to Plankton after trying to steal the Krabby Patty again, and also that Metal Gear Solid one.
Remember, that's because
Cam Clark.
Remember, because Cam Clark really enjoys his role as Liquid, so yeah.
I mean, he gets to play an overly British evil clone of someone. Who wouldn't love that?
Jeez.
There we go.
Ghosts are relentless.
But where's the third one? Oh,
Don't
it's
tell
down
me.
there.
Hey, twin brother Toad, the star is right there, you know.
Yeah, speaking of clones, like you're still using the double cherry. There you go.
Clones. Perfect.
It all
time.
started when I was born.
I think
5
I'm a
minutes ago.
clone now.
And yet,
There's
it's still a
thousands
better
of
Oh,
me
clone.
Jesus.
hanging around.
And yet, it's still a better clone story than the Resident
Oh,
Evil
jeez.
movies. Oh God! It's like they're
That's
trying.
very rude.
Hey, over me. I got a question for you. What? If you complete the level, which one of us dies? You do. What? No, I did not sign on for this crap. Well, it's whichever one of us dies. Why did I agree to this shit? Well, you ate a double cherry. You should have known the connotations that would come with it. Oh, and while I'm alive, another thing. Why is it in the past I sounded like a typical, normal, happy, tiny person, but now I sound like I've got a permanent cough?
It's it's still not quite as fucked up as the now defunct American canon from back in the 80s, where apparently every block that Mario breaks is a person.
Well, that was the Japanese manual, wasn't it?
Still, actually, no, Shiroi. That was both the Japanese and American canon. And yeah, I'm still sticking with that because it's funny.
It is funny. It's fucked up, but it's funny.
And hey, now if Mario Maker, you can literally make it so that the boxes will give screams of anguish whenever you break them.
And can you believe I was once voiced by a blue hologram? How odd is that?
Yeah.
Wait, you were voiced by Hatsune Miku?
No.
Yeah, there are some MMD videos where they actually do have him voiced by Hatsune Miku.
During the early to mid 2000s, Shiroi, Toad was voiced by Jen Taylor, aka the voice of Cortana from the Halo games.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that is some range, going from a tiny permanent throat disfigured mushroom to a blue hologram.
And hey, this is a better job than being relegated to the tutorial puppet.
And hey, who knows? Eventually that blue hologram may be making
you're referring to Laura Bailey voicing Robotomo-Chow.
No, I mean in a lot of the Mario games, like specifically the RPGs, that is the Toad's job, to give tutorials and nothing else.
In the meantime,
It's a sad life.
Time for the boss battle.
fighter.
The boss battle of this book.
Oh, there's a boss battle for the DLC. Kind of weird, seeing as how there hasn't been a narrative for this, unlike the other campaigns.
There you
but,
go.
Hey,
It's
let's
probably
see who
it's another Wingull boss
Wait,
fight.
I wonder. Oh, it's Winger.
It's you
yeah, that's
again.
right.
This time
What?
he has a double.
Oh my
Of
god, he
course,
reproduced asexually!
No, he's just
It's an illusion.
He just found a double cherry, Jova.
Ignore your friend. The Toad you see is only an illusion.
There you go. It's an illusion. What's
Tatsu's
next?
Bowser is cooler.
Yeah. What's next? He's gonna use the cat's bell to become Cat Wingull.
A cat who's also a bird. Wouldn't he try to eat himself then? Since cats like birds?
That's paradoxical. So
Then again, Avatar
it's
The
the
Last Airbender
star
did
that
have a
makes
panel.
you distinguish which one is the real.
Yeah.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Birdman prequel.
Well,
Michael Keaton was descended from birds.
I see he's
Michael
been taking...
Keaton really got bad with the years.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know,
that's-
right?
Yeah, he became a villain.
Yeah, he went from being a hero to an actor struggling with his life to a villain.
So straight up, it's kind of like it's a sort of meta story arc.
I know, right? It's like
Yeah.
Batman having, like, the
An
midlife
existential
crisis
crisis,
during the
and then decide
Birdman.
to go to villainy. That's totally canon in my head.
It's kind of a shame that Michael Keaton never got to star as Birdman in, a live-action version of Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. That would have been awesome.
Oh crap! They're throwing vegetables at the
more
same time.
turnips, Jeez.
Really, guys? You're just throwing vegetables?
Fuck.
And again, those vegetables are enough to hurt you, so okay. So what's the
It's just a shame I'm not a giant Yoshi. I could just eat all of these.
Well, Joe, it's like complaining that Eggman throws bombs that later we throw back at him in boss battles. That's just how boss battles work.
No, I mean, but those are bombs. Here, their biggest
Oh,
attack
jeez.
is to throw vegetation at us.
I can see how this is more designed for co-op in mind.
Definitely.
Well, it's a matter of paying close attention to the star, like Theo pointed out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you also
the
have
one
to
with-
survive the 2 attacks and everything.
The one with the gold star. Well, that depends too. Like if you're good enough at the game, which you should be by this point, you should be able to dodge both.
This kind of also functions more like of a sort of hard mode final test. It's kind of a small tradition for most of Nintendo games.
Well, it's still not as hard as the Grandmaster Galaxy equivalent of this level that was already in the game.
Oh, wait. They made a Grandmaster Galaxy equivalent in this,
There we
in this
go.
game?
They did. I showed a bit of it in the main playthrough.
I
Yeah,
don't recall that.
it's been a
Suck
long
that in your
time,
beak
so.
and- Suck that in your beak and swallow it.
Well,
He'll be back.
he always does.
Wait, he died and became a star? No, a crown.
No surprise there. Enemies tend to do that a lot. It's like when Bowser exploded in Super Mario 64.
No,
and became a star.
Run off the stage. It's like what's realistically happened with Joker's final victory pose in Smash.
Yeah.
Alright.
Someone actually made a Twitter video
I
of
saw
that.
that video.
The hunt
he-
The hunt
continues.
continues.
Oh,
And poor
He
Wingo
does,
is.
he does the traditional Persona 5 thing where he runs after beating the stage, but then he runs off the stage to pose up.
Alright, everybody.
yeah, like I said, poor Wingu. He looks so plump and fat. And actually, maybe he'll make for a good
Voice.
Thanksgiving turkey
God, I
this
thought-
year.
I thought you said Pingu for a second.
No, Wingu.
Anyway,
We'll,
I mean, he's been fattened up enough. Might as well put him out of his misery and just eat him.
we'll finish up the DLC in the next part, everybody. See ya.
see ya.
Yeah.
See you then.